Hey guys, I am Zach from Challenge Accepted, and yeah, we missed a podcast today. Right now, I am on an assignment in Mississippi. I'm helping out. I'm helping build up their runway out here, and my cousin was gonna do the podcast, but he was minus a cast for the podcast. But yeah, so I'm making this video in place of the podcast. I know it's not on time. The current time is what, 8:31. Our show would be ending right about now. So by the time you guys see this, I mean the podcast will have already should have been ended by now. So I personally just want to take time out to apologize to you guys. We're still trying to work the bugs out of the podcast. When I'm not there, it's a little harder to keep it going. The only person that I really let take charge of it like that is my cousin. Uh, Everybody else had plans, or my cousin, or we didn't manage to get in touch with anybody in time. So again, that's kind of my deal that I need to work out with everybody. Even if we wind up just disbanding somehow at some point, I'm still gonna try to keep this going because I made the group to reach out to you guys because I wanted to reach out to you guys to get to know you guys, so you guys can get to know me, get to know my friends. Um, I don't want to go on and babble about the issue that we have and all that. I'm actually going to talk about something, a few things. I'm not gonna be long-winded. It's just me. So today, pretty much what I want to do is just offer off some encouragement, and for you guys who actually view our podcast, towards the last 20-30 minutes of each episode, uh, we tell you guys to issue us some challenges. I mean, our group name is Challenge Accepted, so we tell you guys, hey, issue us some challenges. We'll do them on screen if they're YouTube appropriate. And you guys have really been good at getting us some pretty good challenges. I mean, they're funny, they're entertaining. They make us laugh at each other. They make you guys laugh at us, laugh with us. Uh, I really appreciate you guys, everybody that views us, everybody that supports us. For the people that share our videos, share our statuses, get on our Instagram, my Tumblr. I really do. I appreciate that. You guys take the time out to do that for us, and I really do appreciate that. But today, what I want to talk about, and I apologize, I'm wearing earphones. I have my little Bluetooths in. Um, but pretty much what I want to talk about today is I want to give off an encouraging word. Normally, now I'm one of the ones that are goofy, entertaining. Um, but for this, I mean, yeah, I mean, I am goofy. I try to be entertaining. I like to joke. I'm not really a loud person, so sometimes I need to project myself a little bit to get people to actually hear me. Um, but for this, I want to offer off some encouragement. And me as the leader of our group, I want to actually issue a challenge or two to our viewers and our supporters. You don't have to hit me back with a video response proving that you're doing it, but I'll get to that towards the end of this. So yeah, let me get on. Uh, I've been watching some videos, a lot of encouraging type stuff, stuff that I don't know. It kind of makes me think about some things that motivate me to be better, to do more. Uh, and I was tagged in a video not too long ago by my girl Chaz. Uh, it was something that Will Smith said. It was pretty much along the lines of, uh, "There's no need to make a plan B. You need to, before you set a plan into motion, you need to make sure you need to believe yourself that it's going to happen. You need to believe in yourself before you can get anybody else to believe in you." And pretty much he was saying, don't make a plan B. There's no need for a plan B. Go ahead and stick to that plan A, because plan B is distracting you from plan A. So just go on ahead, just press for plan A. And I want people to apply that that notion to, like, if anybody has any drive to do anything, if you want to start your own company, if you want to start like a drive or something, you want to be there, you want to start a support system for something, some people's stuff that you believe in, stuff that you stand for, you need to believe yourself that it's going to go somewhere. And with that being said, if you believe it's going to go somewhere, then you can start getting people to follow you. And that's, I'm really I appreciate the fact that Chaz did that for me, or tagged me in that video, because I know that's her way of telling me stuff. I love her, and I really appreciate what she does for me, and along the lines of encouraging me. Yeah, I want people to be encouraged. I want people to feel like they have the strength to push, to carry on, and that they can accomplish things if they set their mind to it. I see a lot of negativity in the news. I try not to watch the news so much. I need to do it for the podcast. So there is a week out of the month where I sit there and I binge watch the news. But with all this negativity going on in the world, I mean, let's face it, it's kind of ridiculous. It's really bad. It's discouraging. It tears morale. It really makes people feel like, oh, I need to keep a watchful eye on my kid. People like me, makes me feel like, oh, I don't want to have a kid to raise kids in a world like this, because generations is just going to keep getting worse gradually. And I mean, it's a scary world. Even though I myself don't have an apparent fear of death, I mean, it's an inevitability. You can't fear what you can't prevent. But I mean, that's just my take. But I mean, I don't know. I don't want my kids to be looking over their shoulder like every 2 seconds. I heard about this story about this homeless guy raping this little kid or touching. I don't know what he did to the kid in the bathroom at McDonald's, but the parent sent his 2 boys into the bathroom, buddy system, like, hey, you guys go in the bathroom together, and only one brother came back, and that set the parent to hawk this guy down the road. He wasn't able to catch him. Police later found the guy, and he's going to jail. He's got a sentence, and stuff like that. I mean, it's scary to me. I do want kids someday, if Lord blesses me to have them. I do what I can to be there for my kids. But yeah, if you have kids and you see this, keep a watchful eye on your kids. Don't let them go anywhere by themselves. Make sure you're there by them all times. Keep an eye on them. Do not let them out of your sight, because it's just dangerous out there. But straying away from that, I have a little bit of a brain fart. I read something. A girl in my sister flight, Watts, I read something that she shared on Facebook, and I thought that it was kind of touching, and I want to say this because I feel like this is an important thing to say. It was pretty much a man and his son, and the son was standing there. I mean, in the first panel, you could see a guy that kind of looked like a little knockoff Superman, like punching a monster. And there was a kid standing down there next to his dad, and he was like, oh man, that's so cool, I wish I had superpowers. And the dad was kind of just standing there with his hands in his pockets, like, He was like, hey son, you see that sad looking guy over there? This was in like the next panel, but he was like, you see this sad looking guy over there in the stupid yellow hat? You see how sad his face is? He was like, watch this. So the dad walked up to this guy. The guy looked depressed. He was holding his little bag. The hat did look ridiculous, and I mean, he was down in the dumps, and there was no telling what the guy was going to do. And the dad walked up to the guy, and he was like, hey, that hat, it looks really good on you, and you're really awesome for wearing that hat. And the guy with the weird looking hat looked at the guy in the next panel, and he was like, thank you. So the dad walked away, and he went back to his son, and he was like, hey son, you see that guy's face now? You see, he's not sad anymore. In that panel, the guy was smiling. He had a pretty big smile on his face. And what the dad told the kid was like, you see, everybody's got superpowers. And in that last panel, the kid was like, that's cool. So, pretty much what I want to say from that is give somebody an encouraging word. You never know what a person is going through. You never know the trials and tribulations that they face in their lives. You never know the hardships. You never know what a person is dealing with. Some people hide their depression well. Some people hide their anxiety well. And there's really, really no telling how stressed a person is, how hurt a person is. And I want to say that encourage somebody. You never know. I mean, you encourage somebody, you can save a person's life. And that's actually, since I'm kind of approaching the end of this, I don't want it to be long and drawn out like the podcast. But pretty much encourage somebody. My challenge is, I have 2 challenges actually, and if a third pops out, I'll just up and spit it out. But I have 2 definite challenges that I want to issue to our viewers, our supporters, my friends, my family, strangers. It doesn't matter. This is a challenge that I want to issue out to everybody. I challenge you to encourage somebody. You never know what a person is going through. You never know the hardships that they face, that they are facing. Go out. You don't even have to know the person. It doesn't cost you a cent to walk up to somebody and tell them that they mean something. It's just as simple as that. Just walk up to somebody. Hey, you look awesome in that outfit. That's it. Don't have no hidden meaning, no hidden agendas behind it. Say it, walk away. You never know. That person, if you make a relationship out of that, then that's cool. But walk up to somebody. It doesn't matter, even if it's a family member, if it's somebody that you don't know, walk up to them and give them an encouraging word. I'm not saying go out with your Bibles and preach to them, because people don't want to be preached to all the time. And I don't have to stress that, because I'm pretty sure that quite a few of the people that I associate with have gone through that and are going through that. So I don't want to preach. So, but really, I do want to stress the fact that it's important to encourage somebody. It really doesn't. It doesn't. You don't have to come off any money. It doesn't take anything. It doesn't take more than 10 seconds out of your day, and it makes you feel good as well. Because nothing makes me happier than to know that I'm making somebody else smile, that I'm making somebody happy, just by being myself, just walking up and giving somebody an encouraging word. And the second challenge, this is what I do this. I don't expect everybody to be like, hey, I'm gonna do this every day. If you're in Oklahoma, which I'm not right now, I'm in Mississippi, but if you're in Oklahoma, it's hot. It's freaking hot, okay? It's like 95 to 100 degrees. I check the weather frequently, and normally I see, when I'm on my way to work, or when I'm just riding, if I am awake during the day, because I'm a graveyard shift guy for you guys that didn't know, I see homeless people on the sides of the road sweating their, forgive me if you're a church member and you're watching this, but they're sweating their asses off. They're out there dying. And people are kind of just looking at them, just driving by like, oh, look at this bum. Or they just kind of just make sure that they turn their head straight and don't even acknowledge the fact that they're there. Since I'm near 7-Elevens, what I do is, there's 79 cents, 86 cents with tax. I go into a 7-Eleven, and from time to time, if I have the time to stop, I'll go ahead and I'll get a fountain drink. If there's more than one person, I'll get a few fountain drinks. I'll go ahead and I'll put like some juice, or maybe just a big cup of water, and I'll sit it there next to them. And if I have $1 to spare, I'll drop $1 to them too. But I'm not saying that you guys have to go out and do that. That I do that because, well, I like to help people. I feel like that's my sole purpose in this life, is to help people, and I love doing it. So the 2 challenges, man, just encourage somebody, and second challenge is help somebody. I don't want to beat the dead. I don't want to freaking beat the dead horse or anything like that, but that's what I do. Like I said, I may not have a deep trust in people, but I do have a deep love for people. So I made this podcast because, hey, maybe one day, possibly I can go viral. Who knows? maybe if I can get the exposure, I can come into some money some way, and I can use it to help people. Like if I'm ever rich, I'm going to help people. I'm gonna do for my family, and I'm gonna do for the people that have always been there for me. But I just have the desire to help people. I always have, and yeah, I love being. I want to get into graphic design. I need to finish from architecture degree. Uh, I don't know. I just want to branch out in so much to be able to help as many people as possible before I leave this earth. I want to make as big of an impact as possible, big of a positive impact as possible. And yeah, I mean, if I could get people to help me do it, that's awesome. That is awesome. Uh, Before I close out, let me tell you this. You know, you always hear me talk about Cat Graham in my podcast, and I mention from time to time how much I want to meet Will Smith and all this other stuff. I have a fondness for these people. Okay, Cat is beautiful and all, but my fondness for her is, it's a respect type thing. She's somebody that, if I have a daughter, she's somebody that I feel like I'd be okay with my daughter looking up to. I'm like, she's a great actress. She's an ambassador. She does like these refugee projects for these kids. She goes out of her way to help people. And Will Smith does things that are pretty similar to that. And I have an admiration for these people in particular because I don't know, these are people that Will Smith is somebody that I've respected since I was a kid, and I see the things that he's done in his past. I see what Cat's doing now, and even LeBron James. I have a huge respect for LeBron James. I don't care what anybody says. The man can play ball. He can. I'm not going to go into the whole Jordan debate and all this other nonsense, but the man can play ball. He's a great basketball player. And on top of that, LeBron is coming off $1.4 million to send 1,100 kids to school. And to me, coming out of your pocket to send kids that have no apparent attachment to you, that's amazing to me. And if I ever come into some money like that, I would love to help people like that. I want kids to have brighter futures. I want people to feel like it's okay to walk around on this earth and you're not going to get your face blown off. You're not going to get attacked. You're not going to get mugged. I mean, I know it's not a perfect world, and I know it's probably never going to happen. This is never going to be a utopian society. If you believe in an afterlife, then that is existent after this life. If you believe in that. If you don't, I say this: make this life your reward. Make this life golden. If you don't think that there's anything after this, make this life your reward. Make it is the best that you can do. I'll help people along the way. You don't know, it really does. It really does make you feel better. I'm telling you, nothing makes me feel better than to help somebody. Yes, sometimes I am a sourpuss. I know I'm not always happy, cheery. Sometimes I kind of just don't want to be bothered. But everybody has their times to where they just want to be by themselves. And the people that I care about and associate with, they understand that about me. They don't always try to crowd me. And they're encouraging to me. And I read something else too. It says that you need to surround yourself with people that make you feel like you have to level up. And when I read that, I thought about all my nerdy game friends, and I was like, yeah, these guys push me to be better at games. Off of the games, they push me to be a better person. Like, hey, we all share common goals. We all want similar things. We all want to be better people. Along the way, I honestly, I really want to help people along the way. So, as many people possible. And I know I said that 1,000 times. I keep saying encourage, but to me, it's important. It really, really is important. And yeah, I'm gonna get ready to cut this video. So, encourage somebody, I pray that you accept my challenges. Encourage somebody and help somebody. 2 challenges. I've already accepted like 8 challenges in the past 6 weeks, so accept one of mine. So, I mean, but again, I mean, I appreciate all of the viewers, all of the supporters, my friends, my family, my girl. I appreciate all of you guys for everything you've done for me, everything you've been doing for me. I know everything you're gonna do for me in the future. I appreciate all of you. I'm probably gonna do another video like this. It probably won't be. I probably won't have to beat the encourage somebody type thing into the head. But if I have to make another video, then I mean you'll see this in place of the podcast next week. I already have it made and I'll have it posted at 7 p.m. next Friday. Let me put the date. Let me get the actual date for that so everybody knows. I think it's September 6th or 5th. It'll be on. I'll post it September 4th at 7 p.m. If not, then instead of seeing my mug, you're gonna see hopefully my cousin Jarrell, Courtney, Cash. Hopefully they'll be able to push the podcast in my place because I'll be here for 1 more week. Yeah, man, I really want to do big things. If I don't, I mean, I'll do it on a smaller scale. I'll do it on the salary that I have. So I mean, that's fine. As long as I'm helping people, I mean, it's fine. But again, I mean, thank you, really. Buttercup, Laptop, I know you guys might see this eventually. I appreciate you guys always being there, always viewing. Being loyal viewers, loyal fans, I really, really appreciate you guys. My Instagram followers, my supporters on Snapchat, everybody. Love you guys. I thank you and I appreciate you for everything that you do. Alright, stay beautiful, people. Again, I'm Zach. Challenge accepted. Hopefully you see the cast next week. If not, like I said, you will see this mug right here one more time before I'm back with my people. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I always love you guys. Thank you.